Liftoff with Crew Dragon and astronauts Doug Hurley, Bob Behnken set for 4:33 p.m. sunrise at Kennedy Space Center Launch Complex 39A, where Crew Dragon is ready to launch. NASA astronauts Doug Hurley and Bob Behnken. Image, Elon Musk, SpaceX, WKMG 2020, Kennedy Space Center, Florida. After a nearly 9-year remission, it's launch day for NASA astronauts from Kennedy Space Center again as SpaceX prepares to become the first private company to send humans into orbit and onto the International Space Station. Beginning Wednesday morning, you can expect live countdown updates and video in this story from News 6 and clickorlando.com as NASA prepares to launch American astronauts from U.S. soil for the first time since 2011. News 6 will have reporters at KSC and throughout Brevard County providing important updates on the countdown and information leading up to the launch. Check back for updates throughout the day and don't forget to join our virtual watch party where you can pick your view of the liftoff. Here are the basics. What's happening? Elon Musk's private company SpaceX is set to launch 2 NASA astronauts on board the Crew Dragon spacecraft on a mission known as Demo 2. The Falcon 9 rocket is set to lift off at 4:33 p.m. from KSC Launch Complex 39A. After liftoff, Crew Dragon will take 19 hours to fly to the International Space Station. Who is on board? Veteran NASA astronauts Bob Behnken and Doug Hurley are the lone passengers on board the Crew Dragon spacecraft. They both have been training for more than 5 years for this mission. They also happen to be amazing husbands, fathers and all-around great guys. Read their amazing stories here. Why is this so important? Since the end of the Space Shuttle program, America has paid Russia to ferry its astronauts to and from the space station. As part of NASA's Commercial Crew program, the U.S. Space Agency selected SpaceX and Boeing to develop spacecraft to fly NASA astronauts. This launch will mark the first of the program with people on board. Weather updates. As of Wednesday morning, the Space Force 45th Weather Squadron is predicting a 60% chance of good liftoff conditions at 4:33 p.m. However, that does not include recovery conditions in case of a launch abort. SpaceX, NASA and Space Force weather officials will be monitoring both liftoff and recovery conditions to make the decision of go or no-go closer to the launch window. Click here to read about what happens if the astronauts need to make an emergency abort. What if there is a delay or scrub? SpaceX has 2 other opportunities to launch Crew Dragon to the ISS this week, one on Saturday at 3:21 p.m. and again on Sunday at 3 p.m. Demo 2 launch day updates 8:45 Lightning alert. NASA told reporters at the KSC press site near Launch Complex 39A there is an ongoing Phase 2 lightning alert. News 6 anchor Eric Von Anken 8:15 a.m. Tropical storm Bertha, the second named storm of the season, formed Wednesday morning near the Carolinas.